Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Alright, I'm not going to take much time, but I do want to say these guys coming up next were probably the first web show that I ever saw. It's like a personal, special moment here. But these are really the reason I think I really have a passion for web series. These guys almost invented it. I won't say they did, but they really took the ball like so far down the field and to get us to where we are today. And these guys really have taken and grown a really successful business. And I think we can all learn a lot from them. So we're going to see a little of their show. We're going to bring them up first and then we'll open up for some questions. So without further ado, I want to introduce one of the most successful video podcasts going back. This is their 5th season they're about to start. Tiki Bar TV. I'm going to introduce the producer, Tosca, Musk, and creator, Pherson.
Give a microphone to Tosca here. Oh, that was a really nice introduction.
That was great.
Hello!
I feel special. You feel special.
Tosca, I said it wrong.
I would just like to say, aloha! Aloha! That's a pretty good response for a Los Angeles sort of media crowd.
What's our drink tonight?
Actually, you know what? I don't know if they make a Mai Tai, but there is something called a Tosca, which is double vodka, a little bit of soda if you have to have that, and then just a hint of pineapple juice.
Garnished with a cherry and a lime.
Garnished with love. So, you know, I don't know what kind of introduction this show needs, and I imagine there's a number of people. Actually, out of curiosity, how many people here don't know of Tiki Bar TV? Just by a show of hands.
String them up!
Okay, I'm done. So Tiki Bar TV was made at a time when, you know, web video, I think there was iFilm, I don't think YouTube had quite launched yet, and it was pretty much, no, it was video blogs. And it was made purely for fun. We were filming people and we thought, you know, we're going to use pseudonyms, we don't want anybody. Nice.
There's an AD in the back.
Yeah. So we actually used pseudonyms. We didn't want anyone to know we were making this cheap, you know, silly amateur show on the web because we had, you know, we were aspiring film careers, and you know, in her sense, she had an actual film career. So what happened was a lot of people started to watch, and then we started to think, well, this is a lot of fun. We're really enjoying this, and then we started to add things like microphones and lights. And no joke, I was so opposed to having lights and microphones because they're not okay. That's like work.
No cruise.
No, that was one of the rules.
No crew. We're going to make the show. Can't have a crew.
So yeah, anybody who was not on camera, there was nobody behind camera. Essentially, that was the rule. And in that way, because you know, some people are performers and others are not. You know, they're writers and directors. And so it was much more comfortable if there's literally no crew. So what we're going to look at is, I think, Blue Hawaiian, which we did have a crew member, and you were on sound, and then we're going to watch our latest episode, which was shot on a brand new set which we built called Jump the Shark. And we're not going to watch Jump the Shark, but you can watch it through the power of the internet at TikiBarTV.com. Wasting time here. Let's have a look at a couple episodes of what we made, and then we can talk about, you know, our adventure through business.
And I just want to give a heads up to the people that don't know anything about Tiki Bar. So Tiki Bar, just to give you... Is
that me, or can you do it? I'll dub you. Here, you try this one.
Hello.
Hello.
Go ahead. So Tiki Bar TV is basically about saving the world's problems one cocktail at a time. It's fast humor, and we have a cast of 3. And the episode that we're going to show you first is called Blue Hawaiian, and the reason why we chose this one is because Tiki Bar has a format, kinda, and Blue Hawaiian is probably the closest to the format that we actually kind of try to follow sometimes. But it's the idea behind it, and then we'll show you something that's probably a little bit more bizarre. Thank you. Enjoy.
podcast viewers who have enjoyed this day with us.
I feel like a magical alert. I do alert unicorns in the keys, so they're working.
Oh, that was terrific.
I feel great too.
Well, that makes 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Ain't bad at all.
That's like 66%. Well, that's a C+.
Honorable at the list, did you?
You know, great, I guess.
Still does have a couple of hardy wall bangers once you dominate Jonathan.
2 of them. You know, look, it was funny. Turns out my IQ went up by 2 points.
Off the charts, Doctor.
Yes. I ranked 100. How about putting a little bit more pizzazz into the drink?
Like a cherry or a paper.
Yeah.
Is it because we didn't buy a minute last night? Johnny, look. A butterfly. Coming to see you, baby.
Johnny, I'm not gonna lie to you. One time I went through a little bout of depression, as it were. One thing could make me feel chipper. Do you see my thumb?
Doctor, no.
Screw him.
Dear Sir or Madam, I am very sad because I cannot watch your episodes with my Linux computer.
Yes, I compressed the internet video Tiki Bar into the computer Linux. Impossible. Why? It's possible. We have a few Linux machines here, this being one of them. Linux runs off of 2 primary ports. The USB port and the Leo Love port. I'm not so sure this whole internet's going to catch on after all. The internet is run by a series of Linux machines run by the Tiki god Ubuntu. I've heard of this bastard. Have you met him? No, only in the chat room. He's much younger and he's a female. Yes. The problem is we need to add DRM to all Tiki Bar episodes. I couldn't agree more, but I will anyways. Digital rights management. It's very important for the future of all distributions of platforms of video and internet. I like the way you operate, Poindexter. One might say I dig it. Yes, you see? One might. I dig it.
Hello, I'm Dr. Tiki. We're the cast of Tiki Bar TV. Now, the subject matter of today's skit dealt with some pretty serious issues. We touched on the subject of depression. While depression is not a real condition, it is good comedy.
Leave it to science to tell you what reality is.
If you or someone you know has ever met someone who's depressed, tell them to snap out of it. Head down to the bar. It's the reason they call it happy hour after all.